Video games are a medium where we're always chasing after realism. The phrase realistic graphics has been tossed around since The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time graced our TV screens. And while that's a bit laughable now, at the time, that's what we actually believed. This spun out into games that were not only realistic in their graphics, but realistic in their overall experience. Games that sought to not only provide a fun loop, but one that also closely mirrored real life in many ways. There have been several genres that have attempted this, and many realistic sims have come away as big-time successes. We're going to check out some realistic sim games that you need to play that have upped the ante in terms of packing as much realism and real-world rules into their experiences as possible.
Kerbal Space Program may look simplistic and even childlike on the surface, but behind its aesthetic is an in-depth sim that actually mirrors real-life physics and procedures in space. You will be designing from the ground up and flying rockets into space, using them to explore the solar system, but this is far easier said than done. To succeed here, you need to use real-life physics to figure out how to get a successful launch. You'll also be conducting experiments in space and taking on various missions to explore. It's one of the more unique and interesting sims you can find. It's also brutally difficult because you need to actually learn in order to succeed, and while that's not for everyone, the realistic simulation crowd will find plenty to chew on here.
Football Manager takes you out of the playing experience that games like FIFA provide, and instead makes you the owner of a team, along with the wild amount of stuff that would entail being in a position like that. Everything from team salaries to training regimens to team talks to stadium pricing is involved here. And it's an incredibly addictive and realistic look at what it's like to be behind the controls of a team in the world's most popular sport. Instead of nailing quarter kicks and slide tackles, you'll be making sure your team is built in the best way possible and that the in-game strategy is top of the line. It's a more intricate way of looking at what goes into soccer and how much it really takes to keep a multi-million-dollar franchise running. It's also got multiplayer too, so you can test your well-built machine against others online.
While we don't exactly know for sure what it's like to pilot a massive chase space throughout the galaxy, Elite Dangerous does its damnedest to give you what a possible depiction might be. Just getting your ship off the ground is an effort in itself, and from there you have to maintain various systems and keep an eye on fuel, all while managing the various challenges of the galaxy like asteroid fields and space pirates. It's a slow-paced game that wants you to feel like you're on a journey through the depths of space, and it is expert level at doing just that. To up the experience even further, play it in VR, and you'll have a realistic simulation experience beyond anything you've ever played. It's that good, and it's that immersive.
Arma 3 is an awesome game, but first and foremost, it's a high-quality military sim. While the graphics aren't exactly top of the line, the sim experience is what you play the game for, and this game has it in droves. Things you don't get anywhere else are included in this game, from ballistic trajectories, real-life medical procedures like applying tourniquets, complex mission planning, and even realistic vehicle driving. Going in guns blazing here doesn't generally work too well, so you'll need to coordinate with your squad on the best method to get the job done, and even the slightest miscalculation can result in the mission failing spectacularly. Some aspects might not feel like it's a one-to-one simulation of war, but for anyone who likes a good, gritty shooter with tons of realistic aspects, Arma 3 is a great time. There's also an extensive modding community that makes things even better, from more realistic shooting and overall gameplay to some crazier stuff that takes the game in completely different directions. American Truck Simulator may seem like there isn't a lot to it at first, but it turns out to be one of the most in-depth sims around. Everything is taken into account, from the types of brakes you use to the chassis you have, the weight of your different cargoes, the length of your truck, and also maintaining the speed limit during your long and arduous journey. Realistic sim elements abound here, like learning to merge lanes when your truck is 53 feet long. The biggest challenge of all is parking the damn thing when you finally reach your destination.
You can get into a meditative groove with this game that not only makes it both challenging and relaxing at the same time, but it will also give you a brand new appreciation for those truck drivers that you share the highway with. It's so much more than just driving a car. It feels more like feeding a beast and maintaining an entire mechanical ecosystem.
Surgeon Simulator poses itself as a darkly comedic look at real-life surgery situations, but the reason it's so funny at times is because of how easy it is to accidentally ruin someone's life during a surgery. It's both hilarious and terrifying in its actual gameplay, because once you stop laughing, you might consider, oh yeah, this is how precise actual real-life surgery is. Glad I don't do that. You'll get a variety of different surgeries to perform, and this is all complicated more by a shaky hand, environmental mix-ups that can make everything tougher, and total chaos happening around you. You can end up in some truly horrific situations here if you don't perform well. It's not the game for the fan of heart, but if you want to see what it might be like in the life of a wildly unqualified surgeon, go nuts here.
PowerWash Simulator hits a special niche of a game that sends you on a variety of missions to power wash around town. They range in size, and you can find yourself tasked with washing things of pretty large proportions. Along the way, you'll get upgrades to your equipment to handle these bigger tasks. The cleaning itself is very realistic, so if you've ever used your power washer in real life, you'll get a similar feeling here, which is surprisingly just as satisfying. You can take that experience to the next level by playing it in VR as well. For those who just want a relaxing game to throw on and chill out with, PowerWash Simulator is the perfect experience. Because while it can be challenging at times, there is usually zero stress involved, and it feels great to play. PC Building Simulator is a wild experience, because what seems like it would be boring quickly becomes something so realistic that it will undoubtedly lead you to becoming a PC builder in the real world. You play as the owner of a PC shop, and you're tasked with fixing things for various customers. But in the process, you're learning in real life what it's like to build PCs. You'll be unscrewing things, replacing motherboards, using thermal paste, cleaning fans, replacing end parts. With no time at all, you'll have an extremely accurate depiction of what building a PC is like. You also have real-world parts here, which makes it all the more dangerous to play, because after putting it together in the game, you're probably going to want to build your own PC in real life. It's a double-edged sword, but easily one of the most realistic and useful simulation games to exist, even if it may cost you thousands of dollars down the road.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is arguably the greatest simulator out there, as it reflects the real-life mechanics required to fly a plane. It's both overwhelming and educational, and the fact that you can fly throughout the world based on real location data makes the experience one for the ages. Just like Elite Dangerous, the experience is all the better in VR, requiring you to physically turn on buttons, pull levers, adjust the wheels, and basically be a real-life pilot. The simulation in the air is both wondrous and scary, and it gives you a one-to-one look at what it's like to be a pilot of an airplane. It's a long-running series, and it's reached the point where both graphically and mechanically, it feels like you're actually in control of a plane. And messing up is one of the more disturbing experiences, because you're with that plane to the very end. Your focus is necessary, and the experience is all the better if you take it 100% seriously.
While some might claim it's an RPG, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arguably a medieval life sim, at least in duality. You start from the bottom here after having your retinue routed by bandits, and everything from swordplay to potion making is deeply realistic. Because of that, it's also wildly difficult. You will literally have to train to get better at sword fighting, learning and practicing with different teachers to learn their moves. And the progression from start to finish is one that feels truly earned, not given.
Then there are the life aspects, like needing to sleep and making potions with painstaking accuracy, from the ingredient amounts to how long you cook them for and how much of everything you're mixing together. There is also realistic blacksmithing, which takes a while to do, and you have to make sure you do it correctly to get the best results. You'll also need to sharpen your weapon on your own, which is based on real weapon sharpening physics and can be incredibly tough to do accurately. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 delivers further on the medieval sim elements with its weapons, like the lone gun in the game, which is appropriately devastating, but takes forever to load in the middle of a fight, so you have to make sure the shot you take with it counts big time.